Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Alexa's Garden. In this video, I'll show you which bush and cascading petunias I'm planting this season. I hope you caught my last video about spreading petunias. I've already transplanted those into larger garden pots. They grow more slowly, so I start their seeds about 2 to 3 weeks earlier. Today I'll be showing you cascading and bush petunias. I've got several varieties of each. Cascading petunias have thicker, shorter stems that first grow upward and then gracefully drape down. Cascading petunias and spreading petunias are actually different types. Cascading petunias are much fuller and create a gorgeous, lush look, way more eye-catching than the spreading ones. They grow more side shoots, spreading out beautifully to form a stunning floral ball. Here are some cascading petunias I grew last season. My absolute favorites are double cascading petunias, like the orchid series. Just look at this beauty. I also have Super Cascade Red and Super Cascade Blue Petunia seeds. But fun fact, true blue petunias don't really exist in nature. Most so-called blue petunias actually have a purple hue. This season, I'm excited to see just how blue these ones turn out. My cascading petunias have huge blooms, over 2 inches across. This type is called grandiflora, which just means they have big flowers. Check out these grandiflora cascading petunias in pink, white, and burgundy. But my favorite is still the orchid color, a soft white-pink shade that looks just like orchid blossoms. Now, let's talk about another type of cascading petunia I'm planting, Multiflora petunias with double flowers. Multiflora petunias are small-flowered but bloom abundantly. I've got a few varieties, including the Duo series from Pan American Seed. To start, I chose 2 colors, lavender and salmon. But then, I decided to expand my collection and also ordered Duo Blue. I'm curious to see how those flowers will turn out. Double cascading multiflora petunias from the Duo series have some special features. Height: 10 to 14 inches, 25 to 35 centimeters. Flower size: 2 to 3 inches, 6 to 8 centimeters. Long blooming period: spring through late summer. Super resilient, staying beautiful even in tough weather conditions. Bush petunias. Espresso Frappe series. These are dwarf large-flowered bush petunias, a brand new hybrid from British breeders at Floranova. They're truly unique, with massive, fringed flowers. Height: 8 to 10 inches, 20 to 25 centimeters. Flower size: a whopping 4 inches, 10 centimeters. Unfortunately, I could only get 2 colors, rose and ruby. But just look at these gorgeous blooms. Boom series. Another dwarf multiflora bush petunia from the German company Binary. I grew these last season, and they're incredible. They're weather-resistant, fast-growing, and bloom like crazy. Super early bloomers. You'll have flowers by mid-May. Perfect for containers and garden beds. Colors include blue, burgundy, pink, red, pink star, salmon, and white. Height, 6 to 8 inches, 15 to 20 centimeters. Width, 8 to 12 inches, 20 to 30 centimeters. The seeds come in pellet form, coated with growth stimulants and fungicides. One thing I noticed, the salmon and pink star varieties are a bit smaller than the others, so they need extra care. Keep an eye on them. Limbo series. I haven't grown these yet, but they're highly rated. These dwarf grandiflora petunias from Hem Genetics, Netherlands, are now the gold standard in compact petunias. They have a natural dwarfing gene, so they don't need as much growth regulation. Always bloom beautifully with minimal care. Height, 8 to 10 inches, 20 to 25 centimeters. Width, 10 to 12 inches, 25 to 30 centimeters. Seeds are also pelleted. I got 2 mixes, orchid mix and pastel mix. Soft pastel shades are super trendy right now. Duo series. Yes, I already mentioned these, but I expanded my collection. Along with orchid, blue, salmon, and lavender, I also got rose and burgundy. Now I almost have the full color range of this grandiflora series. Dreams series. This is a large flowered bush petunia from Pan American Seed. It comes in an enormous variety of colors, and unlike their expensive trailing petunia seeds, these are quite affordable. That means you can plant a ton of them for a garden full of color. The colors I chose: sky blue, salmon, apple blossom, white. I love white petunias and grow them every year. Rose morn, pink with a white eye. Height, 10 to 15 inches, 25 to 38 centimeters, with a spacing of 10 to 12 inches. These petunias create a stunning flower carpet effect in the garden, so worth planting. How I plant my petunias. I start by sowing the seeds in a mix of peat and perlite, 9 parts white sphagnum peat to 1 part perlite. Then I disinfect the soil with fungicide and insecticide to protect the seedlings from pests and diseases. Petunia seeds are tiny, so I use a wooden toothpick to pick them up. Just dip the tip in water, and the seed sticks right to it. You can also plant them by hand, but be careful not to lose them. Petunias need warm temperatures to germinate, around 77 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. So find the warmest spot in your house to keep them while they sprout. Once the roots fill their starter pots, I transplant them into larger containers instead of pricking them out. This way, the roots stay intact and the plants adjust better. Feeding petunias. Petunias are hungry plants. Regular feeding with balanced fertilizers is key. Alternate between root and foliar feeding for the best results. If you want your petunias to grow fast and start blooming in May, get your fertilizers and pots ready and start planting now. Good luck. See you soon! Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.